So a week after Shay was born, I was actually admitted into intensive care. They said if I didn't come back into hospital, I would have probably been found dead at home. Being in intensive care at 22 years old and nearly losing my life, that was my turning point. To fly to a foreign country, get like life-saving surgery. My heaviest weight, I was 305 pounds and I'm currently 140 pounds now. This is my work top that I would have wore. I would have worn this like in October 2019, just before I had my weight loss surgery. So it's a size 28 and I'm now a size 10, so it's insane. It feels strange to even think that this was tight on me. It's weird to think that I was actually this size. Being overweight isn't easy. You know, normal day-to-day life tasks is a struggle. I would have been overweight since I was like 6 years old. I couldn't control my eating and things like that. So my weight would have been an issue my whole entire life. So this is a picture of me pregnant with my son. I didn't find out I was pregnant till 26 weeks. I would have always had weight on me and I suffered with IBS. So like I would have always had like cramps and things like that. But as the weeks and months went on, my body was changing. I wasn't sure what was going on. I went to my doctor on a Friday evening and I said, look, there's something not right. She was saying maybe Leah could be hernia or something. And she just said, look, we'll do another test. So I done the pregnancy test in the doctors and it came back positive, but very faint line. So she couldn't make it out. We got the heart monitor and we got connected up and the baby's heartbeat was pumping. So I went to the hospital the following week. I had like an emergency checkup and the baby was a boy. And I was 27 weeks pregnant and everything was perfect. So a week after Shay was born, I was actually admitted into intensive care. So I actually had an infection called Pseudomonas and my lungs are failing. I was sepsis and basically they said if I didn't come back into hospital, I would have probably been found dead at home, which is hard to hear at 22 years of age, you know, supposed to be the best time of my life. So by the time I got home, my son was 4 weeks old and things just went from bad to worse. So I just kind of turned to food. I always loved food, and at that stage then, that's when the postnatal depression and post-traumatic distress kicked in. I was eating late at night, just the wrong time of the day and the wrong foods. I now had an active little baby and I wasn't able to move around. I would have weighed like 305 pounds 11 months after I had my son. I need to change and I want to change. When Shay was 3 then I reached out for help. I just couldn't live like this anymore. Surgery is actually very expensive in Ireland, so I actually had to get a loan and I flew to Lithuania and had gastric bypass surgery. It saved my life. After the gastric bypass, you're obviously on very little food, so high protein diet is key for helping you repair your body. So I would have been on protein shakes for the first few weeks after surgery initially, while building up my tolerance to eat again. My heaviest weight, I was 305 pounds and I'm currently 140 pounds now. I now have restriction, what I needed. I just eat a very healthy, well-balanced diet and try to live a healthy and happy, active life. I was obviously left with lots of excess skin. You know, it's part of the journey. So I decided that I would get my skin removed. So I got my arms and my tummy done. So I've recently qualified as a personal trainer. So a big part of my lifestyle change is obviously to keep fit and exercise. So I decided to go back to college and qualify as a PT because I want to go on and help people just like me. So I try work out 2 to 4 times a week. I am 12 weeks post-op at the moment and I've only been back in the gym 1 week, so it's good to get back to my normal routine. Exercise just makes me feel good in general. You know, it's good for myself, my body, my mind. I just really enjoy it. It's great to be able to get back into working out and not having my excess skin there. Looking back, I suppose, obviously being in intensive care at 22 years old and nearly losing my life, that was my turning point. It took me from then till now, it's been nearly 8 years. So it did take a long time. I'm just so proud of myself, like so proud that I'm actually here, like I've actually done it. I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully just bright and adventurous, and I'm just gonna keep striving for the best version of me.